before we start, I just want to ask you two questions. How often do you play video games?
A lot. Most days, every day, even if not every day, every second day.
Okay. And what type of games do you play?
Lots of shooters. And Hearthstone.
Okay. Just from looking at the title screen of our game, can you just tell us what you think about it and like what are some good or some bad points about it?
I like this here, especially the title Downsize is really clever. But I'm assuming it's a side scroller or a platformer.
From here, what do you think you can do?
Start the game, exit the game, or change the options.
Okay. Can you locate and press the options button, please?
Yes.
From here, can you briefly describe what you think all the buttons on the screen can do?
Well, sound is for sound. I'm assuming it's music and then sound effects.
Okay.
I don't know what else is in the game yet though. It could be like a firing sound that you've changed as well. But and then controls for changing controls, rewind maybe.
Right. So can you locate and press the sound button, please? From the sound menu, can you locate and increase the volume of the music slider, please?
Yeah.
Can you locate and deselect the subtitles, please? Can you locate and mute the sound effects slider, please? Can you locate the back button?
Yeah.
Can you explain where you think this back button will take you to?
The actual options menu.
Can you press the back button? From here, can you locate and press the control button? So from the control menu, can you please give a brief description of what you think all of the main keys in the game's functions are?
Well, there's your WSD, your movement, and from it looks like it's a. It looks like it's not really a. I thought it was going to be a 2D or a platformer, but it seems 3D now because you have rotate camera, but that could be anything for all I know. And yeah, you've got movement here and a jump.
Okay. Can you locate the back button, please?
Yeah.
Where do you think this back button will take you to?
The options menu again.
Okay, can you press the back button? Again, from the options menu, can you locate and explain where you think the back button will take you to?
The main menu.
Okay, press the back button. From the main menu, can you locate and press the start button? So this is in game. Can you locate where you think the health bar is?
I'd assume it's one of the bottom two, but I don't know if it's the left or the right.
Okay. So you assuming that you know the health bar is on the left and the weapon bar is on the right. When you encounter an enemy and it attacks you, can you explain what you think will happen? The left bar.
It would decrease.
Okay. And you again you attack the same enemy by firing your gun. When you shoot a bullet, what do you think will happen to the right bar?
It would decrease as well if it's ammo or whatever.
Okay. We're just going to introduce some controls to the game. So on the controls, we want you to press a button to bring up the menu.
Control.
So the menu button brings up two side menus. Can you briefly describe what you think the menu on the left is for?
Objectives. It says mission log, so I'd say it's what you have to do, what your end goal is.
And similarly, can you explain briefly what you think the right menu does?
Well, it says weapon stats, so damage and speed. So I'd assume there's different weapons in the game instead of just one.
Okay. There is going to be an item placed on screen. Can you locate and press this item?
The item?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh.
Can you please then press the button on the control you would use to pick that weapon up or that item up? So in game, you have the ability to pause. Could you locate and press the pause button, please? So from here, could you briefly describe all the buttons on this screen?
Well, there's resume, option, and exit. So you can keep going with the game, exit the game, or go back to the options screen.
Okay. Can you please locate and press the exit button? This is a confirmation page. Can you briefly describe what you think this page does?
Well, since I just hit exit, it's making sure I'm sure if I want to exit the game.
Okay. Can you please locate and press the yes option? And finally, can you locate and press the exit button? Okay, we just have a few final questions we'd like to ask. Did you have any difficulty reading any of the fonts on any of the menus?
No, everything was grand. The font style for the main title was pretty clear. It said Downsize, and the same font was used for the pause menu in game, and it's just very clear that it says pause, resume, option, exit.
Okay. And does it look empty, or does it look too full in any places?
No, not really. I think the logo is a good size anyway, and well, currently this list looks empty, but that's mainly because you haven't added anything else in. This is just a basic menu to show me, and the controls menu is very clear.
So overall, what have you thought about our menu system?
It's good. I like it. I kind of want to play the game now, because I've heard not much about the game yet. But yeah, everything's fine. It's all very clear, and I understand most of it.
Are there any features or improvements you'd like to add to the menu?
Well, I can't, like I said earlier, I couldn't tell which way health was, if it was on the left or the right, and I don't know what the top bar of this one means. If it's just navigation or monster health or something. I don't know.
Okay, and are there any controls in the game you'd change?
Maybe E to pick up instead of F, because that's usually pick up in most games. It's just what I would have went for straight away for pickup. But that's everything really. Everything else is solid.
We're just going to start off with a few questions before we start, if that's alright.
Cool.
So, first one is, how often do you play video games?
All day, every day. No, seriously, a good few hours a week. More than I should.
Okay. And what type of games do you play?
Everything, really. I give everything a go. Mainly I like RPGs or shooters. Okay.
So, here on the start menu of our game, this is just for our favorite prototype. Can you tell us what you just think of the title menu and what you think is good or bad about it?
Yeah, I like it. Obviously, your character's 2 centimeters, I'm guessing.
Yep.
Yeah, okay, so that's obvious. Yeah, I like it.
What do you think you can do from here?
What do you think I can do from here?
Yeah.
Oh, obviously start a game, view the options, I'm guessing change sound, brightness and stuff, or exit the game.
Okay. So, from here, can you locate and press the options button?
Sure.
Thank you. So, here on the options menu, can you just briefly describe what you think all the buttons on this do?
Sure. Sound, obviously, changes the sound of the game. Controls, you can change the layout of the controls buttons, so you can probably, I don't know, change WASD to move or the arrow keys.
Okay.
And obviously goes back to the main menu.
Okay. So can you locate and press the sound button? Okay. So from here, can you locate and decrease the sound effects slider, please?
Sure.
Can you locate and increase the music slider? And can you locate and uncheck the subtitles? Okay, can you just locate the back button? Can you explain where you think this takes you?
The back button to the options menu.
Okay, can you press the back button, please? Okay, back on the options menu. Can you locate and press the control button? Mm-hmm. So on the controls menu, can you just briefly go through some of the features, or all the features if you want, and explain what you think the keys do within the game?
Sure, so WASD, move forward, backwards, left, right. It's just general gaming. F, pick up items in the game. Pause, P, the pause menu comes up, obviously. Control menu, Again, just that normal menu. The left click, shoot, hold right click to move the camera, and zoom in and out is the wheel.
Can you locate the back button?
Sure.
Where do you think this takes you?
Back to the options menu.
And finally, on the options menu, can you locate and press the back button and explain where you think it will take you?
To the main menu.
Now that we are on the main menu, can you locate and press the start button, please? Okay, so here in the game, you've got a health bar and a weapons bar. Can you locate the health bar?
I assume it's the red one.
So in the game you stumble upon an enemy and the enemy jumps out and attacks you.
Okay.
What do you think happens to your health bar?
It decreases.
You fire back at the enemy using your weapon. When you fire a bullet, what do you think happens?
The weapon bar decreases.
So we're just going to pop up some controls there for you.
Sure.
Okay. Within the game, you want to bring up your menu in the game. Can you press the button on the menu you think... Oh, sorry, can you press the button on the controls you think will do this?
The menu button?
This brings up two sidebars, which are in-game menus. Can you briefly describe what you think the menu on the left side of the screen does?
The mission log. This is obviously your objective for the mission you're on right now.
And can you briefly describe what you think the bar or the menu on the right is for?
So the weapon stats, so basically how much damage it does and how much speed I'm guessing is to fire it.
So we're going to bring in an item, just put it on screen. Can you locate and press the item?
Yep.
And using the controls, can you press what keys you think you will need to pick this item up?
Yeah, sure, the pickup button.
Okay. So next thing we would like you to do is you want to pause the game. Can you press the keys or key that you think you'll need to do on the controls?
Sure.
So on the pause menu, you've got a few options. Can you please briefly run through each of the options and explain what you think they do?
Yeah, sure. So resume obviously goes back to where you left off in the game. Options opens the options menu, and exit exits the game.
Okay. Can you just please locate and press the exit button?
Yeah.
This is a confirmation page.
Mm-hmm.
Can you just briefly describe what you think this page does?
So if you click yes, it will exit the game, and if you click no, it will go back to the options menu.
Okay. Can you locate and press the yes button? Finally, on the main menu, can you just one more time locate and press the exit button?
Yeah.
So we just have a final few questions. Did you have any difficulty reading any of the fonts on any of the menus?
No, it was perfect.
Okay. And does the menu in any parts look too empty or too full?
No, I like it. The main menu is taking up the full screen, I can imagine. That's pretty good, as well as the control menu. And the pause menu is good too.
Okay, so overall, what have you thought about our menu system?
Yeah, I think it's great. It's easy to use. It's obvious what you're going to, where you need to go, how to get there. Everything's laid out perfectly.
Okay. And any features or improvements you would add to the menu?
To the menu, no, I think it's great.
Okay. Any controls you would change?
No, this is basically the controls I use for any games, so it's good.
Okay. Thank you very much.
Yeah, no problem.
So, how often do you play video games?
I only started quite recently.
Yeah. And what type of game do you play?
Puzzle, action, mostly on console.
Okay. So, what do you think about our title screen? Do you think it gives off any good vibes?
Well, I like the character design, but between the name and the illustration here, I get the feeling that it's a small character, like downsized. It's quite.
Okay. What do you think you can do from here?
Start the game, adjust options, or exit.
Okay. Can you find and locate the options? So, from here, can you find and locate the control option?
There.
So, from the controls, can you explain what you understand of the controls?
Okay, well, A, W, S, and D, I'm guessing you use to move. Control is your menu, spacebar is your jump. You use F to pick up, P to pause. You use the wheel on the mouse to zoom in and out. You shoot using the left mouse click, and the right is to rotate your camera or move your camera.
Can you locate the back button?
There.
Where do you think the back button will take you to?
Back to controls.
Can you find and press the sound button?
There.
From here, can you find and deactivate the subtitles option?
Here.
From here, can you find and increase the sound effects slider? From here, can you find and decrease the music slider? Can you locate the back button? Where do you think the back button takes you to?
Back to options.
Again, can you locate the back option? Where do you think this will take you to?
Back to the main menu.
From here, can you locate and press the start button? In the game, can you find and locate the health bar?
This one.
And can you find and locate the weapon bar?
That one.
In the game, you are attacked by an enemy and your health is depleted. What do you expect to happen?
This bar will go down, I'm guessing.
You find an enemy and you attack it using your weapon. What do you expect to happen when you fire your gun?
The ammo bar to go down like the...
The next thing you need the controls. Using the controls, can you locate the menu button and press it to bring the menu up?
Control.
The menu on the left, can you give a brief summary of what you think that does?
It's a list of things you have to do in the game.
And can you give a brief description of the menu on the right?
Well, weapon stats. So I'm guessing it just tells you like the damage that you've taken and the speed of your weapon.
There's an item shown on the screen. So you see, can you locate the item?
Here?
And can you press the button on the keypad to pick this item up?
F.
Can you press the pause button on the controls?
P.
On the pause menu, can you explain what you think the resume button will do?
Bring me back into gameplay.
Can you explain what you think the option button will do?
And bring me to the options menu, like on the main menu.
And finally, can you explain what you think the exit button will do?
Bring me back out to the main menu.
Can you locate and press the exit button? This is the confirmation page. Can you explain to me what you think this page is about?
It's asking me if I want to proceed with the option to exit the game. Pressing yes will bring me, I'm guessing, to the menu, and no will bring me back to the option to the pause menu.
Can you locate and press the yes button? And finally, back on the main menu, can you locate and press the exit? Thank you very much. Just a few final questions. Did you have difficulty reading any of the fonts?
No.
Not at all. Does our menu look empty or too full in any areas?
No, I wouldn't say so.
Okay, so what did you think about it?
I thought it was quite enjoyable. I thought it was very well put together.
Are there any features of improvements you would add to the menu?
No.
And any controls you would change in the game?
No, they were all pretty standard.